You're listening to Stanton 101.
Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Weekly Country. Theater Reech here, and hard to believe it, but this is episode 10, the last show of our first season together. Been quite a ride, hasn't it? We've talked ships, credits, dangers, mishaps, but today, for our season finale, I want to talk about something else. Something maybe more important. Beyond the contracts and the cargo manifests, what really guides us out here? Is there an unwritten code we follow? A trucker's code, if you will? Let's explore that, kicking things off with a song about finding your way.
It's Weekly Country on Stanton 101.
Started out in a corporate fleet, flying routes they chose for me. Badge and uniform all complete, but something wasn't right, you see. Every morning, same old run, following orders one by one, till that day I couldn't take another rule they'd make me break. My ship, my rules, that's how it's gonna be. No desk job telling me where I ought to be. Out here in the deep Black Sea, living life the way that sets me free. Traded comfort for asteroid rings, where the independent traders sing. Some folks call me plain insane, but I chose a harder lane. But out here with the stars so bright, making choices that feel right, hauling cargo on my terms, while my own respect I earn. My ship, my rules, that's how it's gonna be. No this job telling me where I ought to be. Out here in the deep Black Sea, living life the way that sets me free. Sometimes lonely, always true, living life the way we do. But I wouldn't change a single day, 'cause freedom's worth the price I pay. Now I dock at station bars, share tales with friends among the stars. Every scratch upon my heart tells a story proud and full of the choices that I made and the honest life I played. Sure, the path ain't lined with these, but I'm living as I please. My ship, my rules, that's how it's gonna be. No desk job telling me where I ought to be. Out here in the deep Black Sea, living life the way that sets me free.
I was monitoring some wideband comms chatter earlier this week, near one of the asteroid belts in the Aaron Halo. Heard a pilot, sounded like he was in a prospector, put out a distress call. Low on fuel, systems failing. Wasn't an official contract, just a voice calling out. Within minutes, heard at least 3 different ships responded, coordinating to bring him fuel and assistance, sharing warnings about pirate patrols in the area. No reward mentioned, just folks helping folks. Good to hear that something like this still happens.
Stanton 101. your radio in the verse.
Pressure warning, systems failing deep beneath the asteroid belt. Radio's dead, oxygen fading, temperature dropping. Fear I felt, trapped in this mining vessel here, running out of time, my dear.
Picked up signals, weak but steady. Through the asteroid field I flew. Emergency systems ready. Something told me what to do. Never thought twice about the risk. Had to find you in the mist.
When hope was running thin, your light broke through.
Oh, broke through.
Like an answer to my prayers, you pulled me through. Saw your ship through clouded vision, racing time to reach your home.
Barely conscious, made decision. Got your hatch before the cold.
Thought my story's end was near.
Not while I was flying here.
Never knew an angel's face till I saw your smile in space. Some folks say there are no heroes out here in the darkest night.
But I know different, yeah, I know now.
'Cause you saved my life. When hope was running thin, your light broke through. Oh, broke through. Like an answer to my prayers, you pulled me through.
That instinct, to help someone stranded, even if it costs you time or fuel, it's one of the better parts of life as a spacer out here. Here's a tune about helping.
Got in my ship, got my scanner running wide, patrolling these paths where asteroids glide. And they're hauling freight through Stanton span, passing planets part of my master plan. But something changed when I first saw that light, blinking red against the dark of night. A distress call from a mining crew, no fuel left, didn't know what to do. I could have passed, kept to my schedule tight, but Mama raised me doing what was right. 'Cause there's always room in my cargo hold. Always room, always room for someone stranded and cold. So cold, might run late, but that's the code. Always room in my cargo hold. Picked up travelers from Hearst into Yellow, shared my rations, made them feel better. Power plant failed on a prospect too small, pulled them in, answered their call. Some folks say I'm wasting time, but every helping hand comes back in kind. The credits flow, tanks run dry. We're all just pilots neath this sky. 'Cause there's always room in my cargo hold. stars, making friends near and far. Yesterday pulled in a broken Drake through an asteroid field, what it takes. They offered payment, I just smiled and said, keep your credit, pass it on ahead. 'Cause out here in the black so deep, promises made are promises to keep. And every pilot needs a friend when their journey's near the end. 'Cause there's always times, always room in my cargo hold. Someone stranded out in the cold. Might run late, but that's the code. Always room in my cargo hold.
Got me thinking though, does everyone operate by the same code? Miners seem to have this quiet understanding, looking out for each other's claims mostly. Bounty hunters? Well, their code seems focused on the contract, sometimes ruthlessly so, though the good ones have lines they won't cross. And the Banu? Their code is all about the deal, the Suli. Not necessarily bad, just different priorities. Maybe there isn't one single code, but many, shaped by the jobs we do.
Got my work boots, scuffed and worn, jump dried grease from dusk till morn. They're all dressed in silk and lace, while I got fuel stains on my face. Park my cutlass down below. These fine folks don't need to know how I keep their ships in flight, working hard through station night. Yeah, I got oil on my collar, but my heart beats true and strong. Don't need their fancy parlor to know where I belong. Their champagne tastes mighty sweet, but I prefer my coffee neat. They're all talking market shares, I'm just thinking about repairs. See them whisper, see them point, this ain't no high-class joint for a rich hand such as me, but I won't let their judgment be. Yeah, I got oil on my collar, but my heart beats true and strong. Don't need their fancy parlor to know where I belong. Sometimes I wonder if I should try to be what they think I could. Clean these calluses from my hands, play their games and make my stands. But then I think about the stars and all the ships I've fixed so far. Every bolt and every seal, this is just who I am, it's real. Yeah, I got oil on my collar, but my heart beats true and strong. Don't need their fancy parlor to know where I belong, to know where I belong.
It's Weekly Country on Stanton 101.
After hauling freight, just can't hardly wait. When I'm at the bar, cross Stanton Farm, cold and smooth and right, makes my evening bright. Good old sports, that's what I got.
After long hours in the play, find your home between the worlds. Rest and relax stations, your sanctuary in Stanton.
Quick stop, hot drop, Big Benny's hits the spot. Quick stop, hot drop, the best that I've got. Hey, wherever you are in the stars so far, always there when I need my noodle superstar. Big Benny's, your quick stop, hot drop.
The views and opinions expressed on Stanton 101 do not necessarily reflect those of our sponsors, partners, or affiliates.
What shapes your code out here? Experience? Survival? Something else? Mull that over with this next song.
Out here in the black, where the rules grow thin, scanner shows a wreck, and the boss won't send. Salvage rights are clear when no one's alive, but that beacon's blinking, someone might survive. My crew's looking hungry, payments running late, saying Cap, let's grab it, for someone takes the bait. What's right ain't always what's legal, and what pays don't make it right. Gotta face that man in the mirror when I lay my head at night. When I lay my head at night. Old Captain Shin, he taught me years ago, money comes and goes, but your soul's your own. Could strip this hoe clean in a couple hours, claim I never saw those emergency powers, but there's someone's child waiting back at home for a crew that's drifting cold and all alone. What's right ain't always what's legal, and what pays don't make it right. Gotta face that man in the mirror when I lay my head at night. There's an oath we take when we fly these stars, not just to profit but to carry scars of the times we chose between greed and grace in this endless void of time and space. Hit the comm, send the rescue call, watch my payday drift away through it all. But my crew stands tall as we dock and search, 'cause some things are worth more than what they're worth. What's right ain't always what's legal, and what pays don't make it right. Gotta face that man in the mirror when I lay my head at night. What's right ain't always what's legal, but I'll sleep just fine tonight.
I had a moment, way back in my caterpillar days, that stuck with me. Picked up a load of what were supposed to be vital medical supplies, heading to a remote settlement, just before a nasty solar storm was due to hit the route. Got halfway there, did a random cargo check, Found one crate lighter than it should be. Opened it up. Empty. Someone planet-side had clearly skimmed the shipment. Now the code says deliver the cargo as signed for, but folks were depending on all of it. Turning back meant risking the storm delaying delivery entirely. Delivering it short meant folks might suffer. I ended up delivering it, but made damn sure to raise hell via comms back at the source and tipped off the settlement contact about the discrepancy before I left their orbit. Cost me future contracts with that supplier, but felt like the right call. Sometimes the code ain't just about the manifest, it's about the people.
Let me tell you something about the way we do business out here. I've hauled cargo through these stars for 30 years. Seen fortunes made and lost, dried 1,000 tears. But there's one thing that my daddy taught to me about how a real man's word is meant to be. When you shake a hand out here between the stars, it means more than all those fancy legal parts. A handshake seals the deal. That's how we know it's real. Your word's your bond out here. Keep it crystal clear. Met a young gun trader on Crusader's moon. Said contracts were the only trusted tune. I told him about the time I lost 12 grand, 'cause I gave my word and had to take my stand. Some folks might say that's a foolish way to live, but out here in space it's all we have to give. A handshake seals the deal. That's how we know it's real. Your word's your bond out here. Keep it crystal clear. There ain't no advocacy when you're way out deep. Just your reputation that you gotta keep. And when the chips are down and times get rough, your word of honor's gonna be enough. So listen close, you traders old and new. There's more to profit than the credits view. When you look back on all your days in flight, you'll measure wealth in promises kept right. And if my time out here has taught me true, it's that your handshake tells me who's you. A handshake seals the deal. That's how we know it's real. Your word's your bond out here. Remember, son, your reputation will get to places long before you do.
It's Weekly Country on Stanton 101.
Those moments, they define you, don't they? The choices you make when it's hard. I asked folks recently about their run-ins with the law. Maybe now's the time to ask something different.
I watch the freighters pass me by each day. Through station glass they sail the starlit way. Been working or deposits year by year, while every engine hum says disappear. My father always said to plant my feet, but something in those engines calls to me. Are these stars calling my name? Could I find my place out there? Every day feels the same, while adventures fill the air. While adventures fill the air. The morning shift brings dust upon my hands. I count the credits, make my standard plans. But when I see those pilots walk on through, their eyes have seen what mine are drawn to do. They talk of worlds I've only dreamed about, while something in my spirit starts to shout. Are these stars calling my name? Could I find my place out there? Every day feels the same, while adventures fill the air. While adventures fill the air. Maybe safety ain't worth the price I pay, living life behind this view in bay. There's a universe that's burning bright, and I can't ignore this feeling anymore. Tomorrow's shift might be my last to run. I've saved enough to chase what others shun. My hands are steady and my mind is clear. The time has come to face what I've been in. The stars ain't just for watching anymore. They're roads that lead to what I'm looking for. Are these stars calling my name? I'll find my place out there. Won't let life stay the same when adventure fills the air. When adventure fills the air.
You're listening to the best radio station in the universe.
Stanton 101.
After long hours in the black, find your home between the worlds. Rest and relax. We are your sanctuary in the stars.
Don't stay grounded! Find your nearest Dumpers Depot, Area 18, Grim Hex. Yeah, you know the spot.
Dumpers Depot, we lift you up again.
That's your preacher to the talking. Creature guns, faith in every shot. Available at Astro Armada and select retailers across the first. After hauling freight, just can't hardly wait. When I'm at the bar, cross Stanton Farm, cold and smooth and right, makes my evening bright. Good old smokes, that's what I got. Woo!
The views and opinions expressed on Stanton 101 do not necessarily reflect those of our sponsors, partners, or affiliates.
It's Weekly Country on Stanton 101.
All right, Spacers. For this last episode of the season, I want to hear your stories about the trucker's code, or whatever you call it. Tell me about a time you went out of your way to help another pilot in need when no contract required it. Or a time someone did the same for you. Or maybe a time you saw someone uphold their principles, even when it was tough or costly. Send your short story to the comments of this episode on Stanton 101, #code. Let's fill the airwaves with some proof that decency ain't dead out here.
Another cargo run through Stanton's belt. Terminals crowded, contracts getting dealt. Wouldn't trade my trusty raft for any other ship, even though my back's aching from this endless trip. Been hauling quantanium since the break of day, while our little girl learned how to write her name. Lost count of the birthdays I couldn't make, but every load I carry keeps our dreams away. Every credit home, that's what keeps me flying. Every credit home, while my heart's denying. The distance between us grows so far and wide, but every credit home means a better life. Better life, better life. Video calls breaking up again out here. Your voice gets distant when I leave atmosphere. Got your picture taped up on my console screen, right next to the route to Aberdeen. The other pilots talk about the latest gear, but I'm counting days till mortgage disappears. 7 more runs ought to do it right. Then maybe I can sleep in my own bed at night. Every credit home, that's what keeps me flying. Every credit home, while my heart's denying. The distance between us grows so far and wide, but every credit home means a better life. Better life, better shine like your eyes do, and all the ports ain't no substitute for holding you close, for being there, for watching our children grow and share. Every credit home, that's what keeps me flying. Every credit home, while my heart's denying. The distance between us grows so far and wide, but every credit home means a better life. Every credit takes me home to you.
Hearing those stories, well, it helps keep the faith, doesn't it? Faith in the folks flying alongside you. Let's lead into our last editorial of the season with that thought after the next track. So stay tuned.
Been hauling cargo across these empty stars so long. Engine trouble hit me when I passed by melodic fields. Thought I'd have to drift until my oxygen was gone. When times get hard out in the black, good people always got my back. A small repair ship came alongside in the night. No credits asked for, just a smile and helping hand. Made me remember why I keep my faith in man. When times get hard out in the black, good people always got my back. Last week in my quartet, stuck without a place to land. A local opened up their hangar, shared their evening meal. Sometimes the smallest gestures help you understand. The void between the planets might feel cold and wide, but everywhere I travel, kindness finds a way. Like distant stars that guide us, good souls light the way. When times get hard out in the black, good people always got my back. So here's to all the strangers who became my friends, to every helping hand that pulled me through the night. In this universe, it's love that never ends. When times get hard out in the black, good people always got my back.
Stanton 101.
So, this trucker's code, is it real? I think so. Not written down in any UEE manual, that's for sure. But you see it. It's in the pilot who shares jump point traffic info on the open channel. In the hauler who slows down to shield a smaller ship from debris. It's in the salvage op that leaves navigation markers near a dangerous wreck. It's about reliability, your word being your bond. It's about mutual respect, treating other pilots, even competitors, decently. It's about lending a hand when you can, 'cause next week, you might be the one adrift. Now let's be honest, it ain't universal. There are plenty of snakes out here, ready to stab you in the back for a handful of credits. But I gotta believe they're the exception, not the rule. Most folks, I reckon, are just trying to make their way, same as you. And maybe this unwritten code is what stops the whole verse from just eating itself alive. It comes down to personal responsibility. Deciding for yourself what lines you won't cross, what values you'll uphold, even when the pressure's on and the creds are tempting. So tell me, what is your code?
It's Weekly Country on Stanton 101.
I've seen 1,000 ships come through these bays, haulers from Terra with their cargo holds full, cutlass crews sharing their tools and their ways, with freelancer pilots who've weathered the pull of asteroid fields and the vacuum deep, just to dock here. What brings us together out here? Brings us together more than the contracts we make. When ships draw near, the bonds that we share while we wait. Yesterday morning a constellation broke down. Engine was shot and the crew looked so lost, till 3 different teams dropped their work with a frown. Pitched in together, no counting the cost, sharing their knowledge and time without pause to help strangers. What brings us together out here brings us together more than the contracts we make. When ships draw near, the bonds that we share while we wait. I've seen rivals share coffee at dawn, breaking bread signs. Merchants give shelter in storm, opening doors. Every hand reaches out in the void, where no one survives alone. Now as I watch from my post by the gate, ships of all sizes lined up in their rows. Each one's a story of those who create bonds that run deeper than anyone knows. Between stars and stations we roam, finding home. What brings us together out here more than the contracts we make. When ships draw near, the bonds that we share while we wait.
Getting some comms already. Like one from Rust Bucket Jenny, who says a fuel rat group saved her bacon near ArcCorp L1. No charge, just asked her to pay it forward. Another from Hex, who saw a group of miners defend a lone prospector from claim jumpers until security arrived. See, it's out there. Good people doing good things.
From dusty lounges down on Hurston's ground, where minor swaying business folks get down. Been playing tunes since 5:15, making credits while keeping hope alive. Till someone starts to move their feet, and suddenly the whole room's feeling sweet. Oh darling, watch them dance away their blues while I keep on singing. Port to port, I keep on moving. Planet to planet, got them grooving. Every stop becomes a show when the music starts to flow. Port to port, that's how we do it. Crusaders' platforms floating in the sky, where pilots and the merchants all get high on nothing but the rhythm and the beat of steel-toed boots on metal streets, till everyone forgets their trade and joins the celebration I have made. Oh honey, see them float above their fears while I keep on playing. Port to port, I keep on moving. Planet to planet, got them grooving. Every stop becomes a show when the music starts to flow. Port to port, that's how we do it. From ArcCorp's towers to microtext freeze. I'm bringing joy with every gentle breeze, and I watch them all come alive when my six strings start to drive. Port to port, I keep on moving, planet to planet, got them grooving. Every stop becomes a show when the music starts to flow. Port to port, that's how we do it.
Reminds me of the old joke. What's the difference between the Pirates Code and the Haulers Code? Mostly just the font size and the number of loopholes.
Got your message about a job out past Hurston. Said you needed someone who could fly and who you trusted. Well, you know I'd never miss a chance to ride with the best damn crew this side of Stanton's line. Remember that run through the belt last December, when the NAVCOM failed but we made it through together. Yeah, those are the moments I live to find. Just you and me and the crew leaving worry behind. When these engines fire up, my heart starts beating double time. Got your six and you got mine. Nothing better than flying free with my family beside me. When these engines fire up, trading routes are safer, that's what people keep saying. But we're built for more than just playing safe and waiting. There's a whole big universe calling our names, and I know with you beside me we'll find our way. Every stop we make adds another good story, from White Forest to the moons of our corpsey. It ain't about the credits or the cargo we haul. It's about the crew that catches you whenever you fall. Some folks don't understand why we choose this life, but they've never felt that freedom when we hit Quantum Drive. Never shared that silence in the deep black night. Never known that feeling when everything feels right. When these engines fire up, my heart starts beating double time. Got your six and you got mine. Nothing better than flying free with my family beside me. When these engines fire, fire.
Maybe the simplest part of the code. Look out for each other. If you see something dangerous up ahead, a pirate wing forming, unstable wreckage, put it out on the local comm channel. Might save someone's day or their life.
Empty fuel gauge, 2,000 Ks from Hurston. Red light blinking, distress call sent. There ain't no stranger in the black, just folks who ain't met yet. When trouble comes a-calling, we always place our bets. Broken landing gear or Tressler bound, signal caught me, turned around. Now he does the same when I'm in pain. That's right, there ain't no stranger in the black, just folks who ain't met yet. When trouble comes a-calling, we always place our bets on each other. Lost my cargo near Crusader. A ship came running, didn't ask for payment, just said fly safe and waved goodbye. There ain't no stranger in the black, just folks who ain't met yet. When trouble comes a-calling, we always place our bets on each other.
Well, folks, we're approaching the final docking clamp for Season 1. It's been a real pleasure sharing the mic and the music with you all across Stanton and beyond.
You're listening to Stanton 101.
Pulled into port just last night, my ship was running low. Found this little spot of light where weary travelers go. The bartender smiled and waved me in, said first one's on the house. Now here I am with newfound friends, getting stories out. One glass of whiskey buys a tale of worlds so far away. Each stranger here has walked the trail through stars and Milky Way. And when the morning comes around, we'll all be on our way. But tonight we'll stay. That man from Hurston tells it well about the dust storms there. And Jenny with her cargo runs has stories she can share. The miners from the asteroid belt are buying round by round. As steel guitar fills up the air, we're all station bound. One glass of whiskey buys a tale of worlds so far away. Each stranger here has walked the trail through stars and Milky Way. And when the morning comes around, we'll all be on our way. But tonight we'll stay. Oh, these moments slip away like stardust, but they shine so bright while they're here. Tomorrow will be ships that pass in endless starlit space. But tonight we share this glass in this familiar place. The stories flow like fine aged wine from every heart and soul. And though our paths may rarely wind, we're never quite alone. One glass of whiskey buys a tale of worlds so far away. Each stranger here has walked the trail through stars and Milky Way. And when the morning comes around, we'll all be on our way. But tonight we'll stay.
that brings us to the end of episode 10 and the end of our first season of Weekly Country. Thanks for tuning in each week, for sharing your stories, your frustrations, and your humor. It means a lot. Keep upholding your code out there, look out for each other, and fly right. Now, this old trucker feels the need to stretch his legs a bit. Gonna take some time off the air to travel outside Stanton, see some different stars, maybe collect some new stories and tunes for the show. Don't you worry though, Weekly Country will be back for Season 2. From the cockpit of my Herald, wishing you safe travels and smooth landings, or at least interesting ones. Godspeed everyone until we hear us again. This is Theodore Reech, signing off.
Behind this worn old counter, I've served 1,000 drinks to pilots and to merchants, each with tales that make you think. From Seoul to Castro, they all find their way right here. Some weary, some just lonely, but all welcome to my cheer. And when the hauler captain raised his glass up to the crew of the ship he thought was hostile, well, I knew just what to do. I poured another round and watched enemies turn to friends. That's how it always happens. That's how bitterness just ends. Every stranger's got a friend in me. That's the way it's meant to be. Through the stars so wide and free, every stranger's got a friend in me. Last week a brand new trader shared his seat with UE. They spoke of distant homeworlds over cups of ready gas tea. A Teveren warrior, proud and tall, came walking in. Now they're teaching him old ballads, hear their voices blend and spin. The stories that they're sharing of the paths they've walked alone make me think we're not so different, far away from all our homes. In every face I'm seeing, there's a light that burns so true. In every heart that's beating, there's a song both old and new. Every stranger's got a friend in me. That's the way it's meant to be. Through the stars so wide and free, every stranger's got a friend in me. Got a friend in me. And when the hard times come around, when the hard times come around, we'll raise our glasses high. For in this place we've all found that friendship never dies. Every stranger's got a friend in me. That's the way it's meant to be. Through the stars so wide and free, every stranger's got a friend in me. Every stranger's got a friend in me.
Stanton 101.